Yes. Yeah, June 7th. One thing I had to learn, right? People are human. We always place a role on our parents. We place these expectations, but one thing my therapist had told me before, when you're trying to find yourself, all roads go to the back, and that's what my mom was trying to do. And as I went deeper on my healing journey, sometimes you get stuck in the wave of anger. At one point, I hated my grandma because I remember how critical she was to my mom, and I remember how that criticism passed down to me, right? And I had to filter out my distorted views. I remember the first time I ate beets. It was my mistake for not seeing it for what it really was. I got lost in the red smooth texture of it. Looking similar to that jelly texture of ocean spray, cranberry sauce, God himself could moonwalk on. The first bite I took became a lie to my taste buds till I swallowed down the fabrication of a false truth. Because food don't go to waste in black homes, so I was forced to look past the betrayal. Smile as a deceit slid down my throat, just like in black homes. Standing up against the words they beat you down with is like a double-edged sword. I've learned to swallow whole. My teeth have become comfortable with making pillows out of the inside of my cheeks. Engraving my frustrations permanently. Yes, I've been making pain out of my art for so long. Forced to look past the betrayal. Smile as the deceit slides down my throat. Do you know what it's like to swallow your pride with no reassurance to quench your thirst? Be seen and never heard, but what's worse? Addressing my trauma to the universe or locking it up instead because you're supposed to say good things about the dead. Well, I got skeletons in the closet knocking to be free. See, I said my grandmother was like God in strange paths. Showing up and out, she could love hard, but also make you feel her wrath. There were more lectures than love, criticism than compassion, more conditions than unconditional, but I've learned to give grace to what I couldn't understand. I used to place my love on canvases to present to her, yet she could always point out something wrong with the image. I just wanted to be. But the beat of her words became something my ears and heart came in tune with over the years. No one could ever notice the hurt. I hid it with anger, my most famous pattern. Shrinking myself for the pleasure of others, I placed myself in a can, feeling suffocated like cranberry sauce, waiting to be opened and put on display, making sure not to jiggle too much. Tasha, stop overstaying your welcome. Girl, you getting fat, you need to go on a diet. The disgust dripped from her tone. And I smiled, hoping she could see the cringiness in my eyes while still being on display for her to slice into me unevenly for her own Thanksgiving. I developed distorted views. Never could look at myself in the mirror. Most candid pictures, I avoided the full picture. Body dysmorphia morphed my mental to no longer recognize the beauty of my truth. I found comfort in food, and clearly you can see the weight gain of me having my cake and eating it too. I left my voice behind to make hers my stepchild, stepping for her approval, yet the crown on my head became heavy. So when she caught me walking with my head down, she always made sure to say, Tasha, always walk with your head held high. And it was at that moment I realized the battles my grandmother had to fight. Learning to love, not coddle. Toughen me up for the world. I saw the human in her through my own real reflection. A 16-year-old girl raising babies while still a baby herself. Forced to forget about self. To raise what was unfamiliar, she locked her pain in cans too. A suppressed mind can be paralyzed, but also impulsive at times, so now I understand the frustration behind her tone. Just like me, she wanted to be, just never had an example to do so. I'll be the example for us both. I'll walk proudly out of that can to embrace self for you. I will take up space unapologetically. Uproot this generational curse that became like the serpent slithering comfortably through our family tree. Grandma, I promise you, it will stop with me. Poem. My bad, circle six.
Got me balling.